Oh my god, it's so hot. It's very hot outside. Oh, you guys, I'm back in the pad. I got so many things to talk about. I was in a conversation yesterday on live, and my live went off because my phone's hot. It's been hot everywhere. It's hot outside, so you know. And yeah, I'm definitely cutting my hair this week. We're gonna do a trim because it's super dead on the ends, and that's not it. Because I envision myself with long, natural hair. And it's gonna take time. Gotta take my vitamin D more, yada yada yada. It's not gonna be overnight. Nothing's overnight. That's good. You know, nothing's overnight. That's good. It's extremely hot. And then I left my house at like a certain temp so it wouldn't get
Rent a furnished, private room with utilities and Wi-Fi for less than $150 a week with Pad Split. We already have more than 8,000 dedicated members. Just look at some of our member reviews. Ready to join? Fill out an application in less than 10 minutes, get approved in 24 hours, and be...
You know, work your way up. Eat at home and then get some wine or something. I'm just mad. A lot of places don't have late night happy hour, and that's crazy because it's hot. It's hot as hell. Super duper hot. I'm doing some research, y'all. I got a lot to do. Even though I just made it, I gotta clean and stuff. You guys know me. I'm so relaxed right now. Because it's hot, y'all. It's so hot. Hey. Chilling.
Alright, let's do this. This week we're doing what will Leo do. I'm on the couch. This time I'm gonna be pumped. Let's jump into what will Leo do. The first person is trying to get me in trouble. They asked my opinion on 50.
Okay, I could do reaction on this. What's up? What's up, y'all? I'm so hot. So you guys, I've realized so many things about self-sabotaging. It's crazy. Self-sabotaging. How you feel like a victim and you're imprisoned in your own body and you're external, but if you have bad habits, you're imprisoning yourself. And I realize I have bad habits, I'm imprisoning myself. Glowing up self-care is something that I really want to accomplish you know, over. I would love it to be soon, but let's be realistic about our life and our upbringing. Okay, so I've been realizing, like, okay, so my family, the women in my family, the older women in my family are very beautiful, are very well put together. Wow. Still at the older age, they're still fabulous, you know? And I realized that self-awareness. But I wasn't taught. I was neglected. I was neglected as a child. I was neglected, abandoned. My mom worked really hard. My dad lives in a different city. Even though I would go visit my dad, it was like I was very self-sufficient. I grew up very, very early. I grew up quick because, yeah. So growing up, my mom would look beautiful. My mom and grandma would have beautiful outfits. But, like, I had to pick and choose. I had to make my own style. And it's not because I didn't have style. It's because I was literally giving thrift store scraps, discount stuff. And I had to do the best I could with it. I couldn't just, like, I wanted to be cute. I wanted to be cute with what I had. So I would piece a lot of things together. And I would create my own style, my own reality. And that's cool and all. But what I learned about that, you know, as the older I got, is that I had an issue with investing in myself. I am still learning how to spend money on myself. Even when I had a lot of money, I still couldn't spend on myself. You know, it was easier to have, like, someone else do it for me because I couldn't do it myself because I was so scared of failure. You are what you it's true. You're scared of you attract what you fear. I was very afraid of failing again and again and again. And I've still failed a lot of times. I'm still failing. I'm still figuring things out. I'm still learning. You know? And one thing that I learned recently for the few months is that I've been conditioned to neglect myself. I was neglected. I wasn't taught to love myself. I wasn't taught to invest in myself. And the older I became, the less I can deal with certain things, the less tolerable I became. So my capacity decreased. I realized, like, yo, I missed a lot of opportunities because I never made an opportunity. I never shaped and envisioned, like, I'm like, oh, when I get money, I'm going to do this and that. And I've had money and I didn't do this and that. I've had resources. I had extras and I didn't do this and that. You know, I was in a victim mindset. Also, I was very vulnerable. And this is my biggest mistake. Do not be vulnerable as a woman. I don't think anyone should be very vulnerable, but especially women. We've been groomed and taught, and it's stuffy here, y'all. Very stuffy. And I've been changing climate, so. But we've been taught to be vulnerable. We've been taught to be feminine, be soft. Like, yes, be feminine, but don't be soft. Meaning, don't allow people to harm your feelings and harm you physically. Don't put yourself in that space, right? So, yes, be feminine, but do not be vulnerable. And I feel like for a long time, vulnerability was taught to women as leverage, but really over time, especially nowadays, vulnerability will attract you a horrible human being who will use you because they know that you're vulnerable. Like, especially if you don't have family. I didn't have family. I didn't have friends. I didn't have anything. I told my ex that, and he used all that against me. He thought because I didn't have support that nobody was going to come and check him and help protect me. After I put my foot down and I stood up for myself, I was like, yeah, see, you abused me because you thought that I was weak. And as soon as I stood up for myself, then they want to play victim. You see? You see? So that's why I'm like, no more vulnerability. No more being selfless. No more people pleasing. No more giving your energy. No more being too cheap with yourself, or not even just cheap. If you really are broke and don't have money, just spend more time on yourself. I'm learning that. And also, I'm going to put out a video of my weight loss journey. I've been losing weight. But, like, I want to stop smoking. I feel like I'm aging. I feel like I always look tired. I feel like my skin is changing because I smoke. You know? Like, smoking is horrible for you. And I started because I was miserable. And I've been imprisoned by it for a while now. And it doesn't do any good for my health, my gums, my skin. It doesn't do any good for it. So, no. I don't want to continue the smoking. And I want to prevent myself from being in predicaments and preparing myself to not smoke. And having the same routine and doing the same things that will put me back into bad habits. Like, I love drinking coffee and smoking a cigarette. I love that. Well, how about don't drink as much coffee? And to be honest, a lot of coffee is crap. And then all the other crap I put in it to make it sweet is not it. So it's like, okay, well, maybe you need to drink tea. You know, anything to change, because I do want better for myself. Also, I realize, like, I am such a compassionate person, and I understand what people go through. Because I understand the struggle and the grit and the grind and the sorrow, I used to want to be the healing person. Thank you, babe. I used to want to be the healing person to other people who don't even want to help themselves. How stupid do I look like trying to help people who don't even want to help themselves? How are you? I'm not going to save no hoes. I'm not going to put in position. And, like, to be honest, being in a neighborhood where people are struggling, doing errands, with having this bright energy, you attract the bums. And I'm like, you know what? I need to start going to better sides of towns with people with affluence and practice being in that limelight. Practice being in that lifestyle. Practice speaking to those people. Practice my look. Listen, I don't know really what to do to make my hair super elegante. Like, I do know what to do, but it takes forever. So to save myself, I'll just put a wig on and do it like that. I've been loving my natural hair, but unfortunately, until I can get my natural hair the way I want it, while it's growing, I need to protect it. I need to cut it off, cut a lot of it off, restart my life, restart the journey. I am in the position of attracting. I am not in the position to be a victim. You guys have seen the growth. The people that's been on my lives and on my channel have seen me emotional, broken down, hating my life, not feeling worth. You guys also see the triumph. And the person I am now is not the person I was a few months ago. I've learned my lessons. I've took stuff on my chin. And the life lessons are so important. You might feel like you're going through it now, but think of the lesson, no matter what it is. You know what I learned this week? The biggest thing I've learned that it's important to invest in myself. It's important to invest in my health, my hair, my look. Most things I could do myself, but the quality of things, the tools that I'm using. To be eloquent, she is a gentle woman. Okay. So it's like, love yourself, put yourself first, prioritize yourself. Okay? And see it blossom. I cannot wait for you guys to see me blossom, because I'm in that era. You know, I'm natural. I'm back on my grind. I've been natural for 1.5 years, not really wearing wigs like that. Cool. I need to protect my hair. It's hot now. It's hot. It's hot now. I need to protect my hair or find better styles. I'd rather braid my hair up and treat it under a wig, because I don't want nothing to prevent my abundance. I don't want to waste a lot of time. I want to spend more time on myself. But I don't want to have to, if something that can be quickly changed and save me hours in a week, I'm going to do that. I want to look the part. I want to be that person. And I'm going to be that person. Because I'm dead ass. I'm tired of attracting bums. I'm tired of looking so humble that people, the fucking brokies and the bums, want to approach me. I'm tired of attracting bad energy and non-beneficial people. I'm tired. Absolutely tired. And you know what? The self-acceptance is knowing, listen, look at yourself. Do you feel like you look like money? I don't right now. And because if I don't, change it. Change it. Change it. Hello. If you don't feel like you look like money, you don't feel good and don't feel beautiful, my homegirl say you don't feel beautiful. You don't feel like you feel beautiful right now. With a wig on everything. And I'm like, you're not wrong. Invest in that outfit. Invest in those things. Invest in yourself. I don't care if you have like right now, like this week, I'm like, I don't really like going to get my nails done. But I have a kit that I know how to use for gel nails, for the dip powder. I can put that on my toes and my hands. So because of that, I just do that. Saves me a few $100 or $100 in a pedicure. I could do that. I can put a wig on. I can save up money and buy better wigs. Because right now, I don't feel like spending $100, but next month, I might spend a few $100. This junk, no can do. I was coming from far distance, so I didn't have time to go to a grocery store and go cook. So I got what I could get, and it wasn't really no healthy options in sight. So that's what I got. But that's a no-no. That's a no-no. Living like a bum is a no-no. I have done it. I have done that. Manifesting better, investing in a better way of living, the way I look, the way I feel, what makes me feel comfortable. Like I realized lately, I like these dry fit sundresses. These freaking dry fit or these flowy thin sundresses, obsessed because it's hot. And those have so much breathability. I want to wear something where I feel like I ain't got nothing on right now. Invest because it would make me feel comfortable. It would brighten up my mood. It would change how I interact with people. I support you. Well, you can support me, y'all. You guys, I put out a trauma ebook on my Patreon. You guys can go support and look it up. My community updates. I'll be doing stuff like that. You guys, I really feel like some people don't understand what I'm saying, but if you guys go to the Patreon and go get that ebook, and it's free for people who subscribe to the Patreon, you guys can break it down what's your trauma and things like that. So it's just like attracting better, being better. Know that you can, all these people on the internet like, oh, put out the crystals and manifest. Yeah, manifest, affirm, but while you're manifesting and affirming, I need to see improvement. You know why? Because I told y'all I was going to lose weight, and now what I do? You can almost see my collarbone. What did I do? I changed my situation. I told you I was going to try something and go back to something I love. I did it. Was it a hard week? Yeah, but I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going back and forth, saving up, reinvesting, keep going. I did it. If I could do it, y'all could do it. There's no excuse. And I understand the urge to want to make excuses for yourself. And I understand the urge. And I understand the feeling of underappreciated. And I understand how it feels to be other. I understand how people treat you if you're not societally outstanding to people. I understand those things. Those things will always be there. They're not going to change anytime soon. What I know about myself is that I like myself. I want to do better for myself. I can reinvent myself. I know who I am. Remind yourself, who are you? Know your benefit. I know if I really want something, I'm going to go get it. If I don't want to be broke, I will work until I'm not broke no more. And that's another reason why I've been slowly, like, I don't post as much and stuff. And I go maybe a week or two because I got other stuff I got to do. But I still have a goal and I still have a purpose on this platform. And I'm gonna use I'm gonna use this platform to hopefully spread a message to people who actually care. Once you understand yourself and your life, you make the world a better place. When you heal yourself and readjust yourself, you help to make the world a better place. Victims and people who use their traumas to be shitty people do not make the world a better place. It's a waste. It's a waste of space. It's a waste of space. I don't understand. Why are you even here? What is the problem? Stop complaining. If you don't want to change, stop complaining. And I get it. I've been there. And I'm like, but I've been to the point where I'm tired. I'm tired. And I'm not letting anybody get in my way. For instance, someone in my family, I love them. They're the closest person to me. They do not respect a lot of things I say, my boundaries, my goals, my vision, my path. They don't. But I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. I do hit rock bottom and then I want to reach out to them and tell them and complain and stuff like that. And then they remind me on why I should never do that. And then I distance myself away because they suck the energy out of me. So you know what I'm doing? I'm researching better outlets for therapy and also readjusting my life for myself, being more productive, doing what I said I was going to do. I told you guys I'm going to put out e-products. I told you guys I was going to put a Patreon, and I did. And also, I'm going to give out a free webinar. I want to say, I don't know if it's going to be this weekend or in a few weeks, but I want to put out a free webinar, question answer, consult. People could come and talk and we can get out some issues and we can kind of brainstorm the steps for next people. I think I'm going to let about like 10, 15 people in. Now it's just a small one and possibly record it and put it on live so other people can benefit from it and with other people's permission, of course. And anybody a part of it has to have the permissions for me to record. So, you know, because so it's going to help the channel. But yeah, and also the free webinar, the free Q&A. Oh, yes, you guys, and the free pamphlet. So I'm going to have this stuff available. I don't know if I'm going to have it available this weekend or next weekend. I have no dates because my first priority this week is to organize and do some decorations. So once that's done, then I can do my other things. But that's important to me. Again, prioritizing myself. Because I know once I get in the habit of doing that, it's going to make my life easier. Like, I like to be prepared. It gives me anxiety when I'm underprepared and my shit is all over the place. It also makes me feel like crazy or something. Fix it. Like, before I left the house, I straightened it up. The bed is made. So when I come back, it's made. Fix it. I'm tired. And I was like being a bum, lazy. No, fix it. Because I know for a fact things are possible. Things have been made possible for me that I didn't dream of. I didn't get all my dreams, but I got some of my goals, big goals in my life. I've done it. I could do it again. I have to reinvent myself. Me going through this humbling experience taught me that just because that's where you were, does not mean that's where you're going. Just because this is where I'm at, this is how I look, does not mean this is how I have to look tomorrow or later on the day. You understand? Like, just because this is the circumstance does not mean I should let it prevent me from doing better. For being the person I actually want to be. Putting in that effort and investing that time and money. And money comes and goes. And some people, they don't have money. They just work what they got. Hey, I ain't got a lot of money. You know, I go to the thrift store and find exactly what I want. For half the price or a quarter of the price, I was going to go to the retail store and get it for. And it could be better quality because it's better brands. Older clothing that was made better. So it's just like, I I know for a fact that like I was made to do better things. Like what do you mean? What's my background? I have a mind and a capacity that most people do not have. I know that. That is a blessing and a gift in itself. I am not going to continue to waste my gifts because I'm letting my past and my sorrow and my depression get in the way of what's destined for me. And you guys have seen the changes, the flow, the mind, the way of speaking, my hurt, my grievances, my mourning. The people that's been rocking with me have seen it. Me being honest and slightly vulnerable about what I've been going through and how I want to change and heal. Even my passion and the way I'm speaking has changed. My confidence has changed. My strategy has changed. Like I was trying to say yesterday, if something don't work, take the lesson, re-strategize. And the thing is that the strategy doesn't have to be a grand thing. It could be small things. You change your approach every attempt until you find that approach that works for you. And also have different approaches in your arsenal for different situations. It takes time. It takes time to get things down. I, like the fast life, entertainer, fast money, I forgot that things take time. Things take time. I went back to entertaining and I'm like, wow, I didn't make fucking $1,000 every night. Like, I'm a loser. Girl, you haven't done this. You don't even know how to freaking finesse is good. You don't even know how the same persona. Your hair is fucked up. That wig is cute, but it itches. I didn't like wearing it. Like, that's a wig you don't work in. That's a wig you go out in. So you only be out a few hours and you come home. Not a wig you wear for 10 hours on your head and it itches and fucking up your scalp. You see, investing in yourself, because the more comfortable and the more beautiful that you feel about yourself, you will attract what you want. And I love that Share 7 was like, you need to go to a different side of town. Like, my side of town is cool. Like, I'm on the cusp between the little bougie and the affordable housing. I'm in the cusp. Like, if I go left, it's bougie. If I go right, it's ghetto. Like, before I left, I had like 3 ghetto-ass people approach me. And one guy waits till I got in my car, gonna ask me for money, and then gonna ask me if I have a fucking boyfriend. Do I look like I want to fucking be? And I'm like, do I look like I want to fucking be with you? No tea, no shade. Do I look like I'm trying to be with somebody that's asking me for money? I don't. That's crazy. And then I asked when I got the realization, you need to look different. Like, even when I go to work, even though my clothes for a little bit amount of time and just switch them out, I go to work looking good just in case I see somebody before I get dressed to go back out. I go in my dresses. I go in my nice outfits. I don't go in sweats. Most of the time I go in dresses or skirts because you never know. One thing I used to be really good at, and I'm not that good at, that I want to change again, is my makeup and my eyebrows. My friend, she did my eyebrows. She did them too dark, but I love it. You could really see my eyebrows and my features. I realized what makeup is pretty for my features. What's beautiful. I want to start practicing more looks, investing in more looks, better wigs, better jewelry, because I want to be comfortable and I want to be able to wear it and flaunt it and not fucking get fucking green thumb or get my ears keloid. I want to invest in better things, slowly but surely. A strategy. So a new strategy I have. First, I believe I want abundance. That's the biggest thing. I don't have like a huge like, oh, this, that. No, my biggest goal is abundance. To be able to attract things that I want out of life. Money, by my energy. Money, men with money. Hello. Going to those areas, looking the part, being able to someone pay for spa. I want to able to look like money. You look like money, you attract money. You go where money is at, you attract money. You do everything where money is at. Act like, even though I don't even work over there. I don't even work over there. Spend the fucking day over there. Spend the day over there. Spend the day. Spend the day. That means, like me, I like going to the library. First off, I can't go from one spot to one spot. Like one spot. If it's a far drive, I need somewhere where I could go, relax, cool down, and get my mind right. Or I'd rather go at night. If happy hour is 3 to 6 and I'm budgeting. If I wasn't on a budget, I would go everywhere at night because right now it's hot. During the winter, my best seasons to do this will be winter and fall. And that's just me grooming myself to get it right. I'm not going to start going out and doing all this right now. It's probably going to take me some time to get a better wardrobe, to figure out a new look, whatever. But I'm going to go over there on that side of town where the money is, where the gold is. Go to the library, do my stuff. Go to the gym over there because I like going to the gym. After the gym, I go to the library. After the library, I go to happy hour. Spend all day over there. Manifest. I do believe if you spend your days over there in that rich town, that rich area, and you're there all the time, you're going to attract people and meet people that can give you more insight and connections to that world. Like, for instance, there's this bar I go to in Santa Barbara. I love Santa Barbara. There's this place I go to. I've been going there for years. Every time I go there, I meet millionaires. Every time I go there, I meet millionaires, get invited to mansions. Every time I go there, you see, and I go there looking nice with a nice dress and gold hair jewelry, hands, nails painted. I always go there looking nice. Not always extra. Sometimes I wear makeup, sometimes I don't. You know? But, because I'm a pretty girl, I might look crazy on but I look pretty in person. I'm a beautiful girl. This angle does not suit me well, but